You know, I think people.
I know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. Don't you say it.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
No, I'm not. You got, no.
He's going to say something about women drivers.
No, my wife's a much better driver than I am.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, usually you hit a wall and it just crunches your car. I mean, can you imagine she hits this wall and all of a sudden the wall just goes.
And you were saying
No,
you
I
hadn't
can't
hardly
imagine
ever
that.
heard of this happening
I've never
before.
heard of
That
that
would be kind of
happening
freaky,
in Portland.
yeah.
You know, so anyway, you know what it probably is, and it's water damage into that
Could be.
concrete somewhere is probably what happened.
Maybe,
Man.
and there's going to be a lot more water in the days to come, boy.
I can't
Yes.
believe you thought I was going to say something about women driving.
I did, but
Okay.
good boy, good boy. All right, let's talk about what's happening out there. And you know, it's hard to believe we're talking about flood watches when we really had a nice looking day. You can see the clouds are kind of in and out for the coast, but those have definitely thickened up. The winds have been picking up a little bit too, and we even started to see some lightning off the coast, a few thunderstorms trying to develop, and all that's going to continue to move on in. Right now in Astoria, 47 degrees, winds out the southeast at 7. So the winds will continue to come up for us, and we'll have to watch out for that potential for high seas too. With the storm system moving in, we're talking perhaps 20, maybe even 25-foot seas as we go through the next day or two. In Portland right now, not looking too bad either. We had some sunshine today. It was a really nice day. Temperatures a little bit warmer too. Right now we're at the low 50s. Winds coming in from the east at about 8, so the east wind's starting to relax just a little bit. In fact, more from the east and southeast, and that's keeping us a little bit milder temperature-wise. So upper 40s as we head through the next few hours. Once we get through 7 o'clock, we'll start to see our rain chances go up a bit for us, and then it becomes pretty steady through the overnight hours, and then that's when it kind of sets up and it doesn't really go away. We're looking at a fairly wet weekend ahead. We have flood watches in effect, like I mentioned earlier. Right now, very spotty with the activity, just a few light showers trying to push into eastern portions of the metro area. As we widen out the view here, you can see where the lightning strikes are happening, so we have a few thunderstorms here that radar not able to pick up any rain that far out to sea at this point. But the satellite imagery picking up on all this moisture, all that cloud cover that's headed in our direction, an atmospheric river, basically very, very deep moisture that's going to continue to progress to the east, and it's all going to move towards the Oregon, Washington coast, and even parts of the northern California coast. And with this deep moisture around, with this storm system moving in, that means we're going to have the potential for quite a bit of rain for the valley, anywhere from an inch to up to 3 inches in places. So 3 inches, I mean, you're definitely going to be watching for some urban flooding, and perhaps even for the streams and rivers too. 4 to 7 inches possible for the coast, and right now it looks like some of the deeper moisture may head south, so it looks like the amounts may go up the farther south you go. And then 6 to 12 inches for our mountains, and that goes for both the Coast Range and the Cascades. And unfortunately, it is all going to be rain because it's going to be too warm for any snow. For the weekend, heavy rain, highest totals, of course, will be for coastal areas, and then for the mountains, rain shadow will limit how much rain we see here in the Willamette Valley. So you'll have the mountains that will kind of suck up a lot of that moisture as everything moves in from the west, and so east slopes too won't quite see as much of the rain as what we'll see along the coastal areas and right up on the west-facing slopes of both the Cascades and the Coast Range. And then another factor that actually will help us out, we've been complaining about it, no snow on the mountains, but this low snowpack will help limit some of the major flood potential. That said, we're still going to have to watch it closely. Here's a look at some of the flood forecasts that are in effect for this weekend, Sunday into Monday. Taking first a look at the river that's going to be going up from anywhere from 10 feet on up to 20 feet, so that would be approaching minor or major flood stage. Clackamas River near Oregon City here, 25.5 feet going up to 45 feet by Monday, and so that means it's going to be approaching at least major flood stage. And then as we take a look at this river near Estacada, the Clackamas River, and that's going to be around 13 feet now, going up to 23 feet by Sunday. That keeps it in minor flood stage, but again, some of these are going to get close to that major flood stage level, so we'll keep a close eye on that as we go through the weekend. And of course, you have that urban flooding too. Nehalem River, same thing. We're talking 8 feet now, and then on up to almost 18 feet as we go into your Monday. So the rain arrives, and then there's a little bit of a delayed reaction with some of the flooding for the rivers and for the streams. But urban flooding, we'll start to see that be problematic as early as tomorrow. Here's a look at the forecast for the rest of the evening. Spotty activity now, and then it starts to pick up, increasing in intensity. Tomorrow morning, still a little bit of lingering snow for the Cascades, and then it all changes over to rain, and then we're going to see it set up Saturday afternoon. It lingers through Sunday afternoon. By Monday, we start to see the moisture move on out, and this next system moves on out, and so we'll start to try to dry out a little bit. Mid to upper 50s for highs for the coast. Windy, rain, heavy at times. I-5, 50s, rain and breezy. Central and east, talking scattered rain here. Central Oregon will get quite a bit of it as well. And then taking a look at the Cascades and the gorge there. The snow level up at 7,000 feet. And we'll continue to watch out for, again, 1 to 3 inches of rain around here. Over near Government Camp, you get up towards Mount Hood Village, over 6 inches of rain by Sunday. We quiet things down next week, and then it's back to the 40s Wednesday. We cool things off just in time for Christmas. It'll be very, very chilly for us, so some good news there.
No white Christmas, though.
No, but it could be close to that moisture moving in, that cold blast moving in. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's fun to think about it, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, Chris.